Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and in this video I am going to show you how to get a stupid amount of electronics and element dust for that matter. But this is the easiest way to farm both element dust and electronics, and all you need is an Argentavis and a Doedicurus. Now, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on solo farm because I'm not going to deal with doing this by myself, but you could easily do this by yourself. If you're a solo player, I highly encourage you to play with mods because it makes the game so much more enjoyable. But so you can just turn on solo mod. It's a fantastic one. But basically what you're going to do is you are going to take a Doedicurus and an Argentavis, and you are going to go around the city and hit anything that looks like it's metal. Now, the best area that you can go is where I am right now at 51.6, 66.2. And you're going to want to go there just because there's these tables right here. And these tables can be harvested for an absolutely insane amount of resources. Now, this was the first time that something like this was introduced, and it was introduced over inside of Extinction originally. And they kept it in Ark Survival Ascended, which is super cool because it's a very powerful strategy to be able to get this, especially early game before you have your gotchas that are kind of producing all your resources for you. And yeah, pretty freaking cool. So let's go ahead and do one more lap and get this last table. Oh my goodness, game. Why are you being such a pain? All right, so now that we've got this last table, let's go ahead and show you the resources that we were just able to get with the Doedicurus in no time at all. Now, this is on solos or smalls rates. So it's I guess, what is it, like 4x for normal servers? So right there, there's 700 electronics, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,500 element dust. So that's a significant chunk. Obviously, you're going to get a ton of crystal with that as well, but we don't care about the crystal or the metal. We want the element dust and the electronics. So what else can you gather? The answer is a lot. Basically, anytime you see, let's go ahead and start farm mode. Why not? Anytime that you see access to a post, right? Anything that's like a light post or a table like you saw back there, those can be harvested in order to gather materials. Now I'll show you some that are nearby before I show you another location that's super useful. See these light posts that I'm heading towards, even the one that's like right down here. If you hit the bottom middle of these light posts, this one right here, remember when I'm saying light post? Yep, this is literally what I mean by that. You can go ahead and smack that and you'll gather that just like we did the tables over there. Now, what people will have a tendency to do is they will go around and they will just continue to swing or have their Doedic swing, or have two people, one person swinging the Doedic and the other person on an Argentavis, and they'll just go from pillar to pillar like I'm doing right now and go ahead and smack these up. Now, they are very useful because obviously, as you can see, I'm able to harvest all of them, and you can kind of do like a little circle around here in order to get all these. Now, oh man, I missed that one apparently. There are a few other locations that you can go to in order to gather them. You can get some benches in double lights up on like the shelves, like where I am right now. You'll see that I got that right there. That is one of the double lights. Here's another double light over here. Wow, I can't really get that. Okay, whatever, game. Fine, don't want it anyways. But yeah, definitely hit all of them because you'll get a lot of resources, obviously. So we went ahead and got all those. You can also go ahead and go up to this top level. This top level has some lamp posts as you go through it, but I'm not really looking for those. So they used to, I mean, there's lamp posts, you can see it. Pretty much anywhere that's got like a pathway like this right here, you'll have lamp posts that can be harvested. So definitely utilize those. And if you head over to these pillars over here, you'll see that there's like trees and stuff like that on top of them. Next to the trees and things like that, there are like park benches and things like that in order for you to harvest them. And you can kind of just do circles around this area in order to kind of figure out what I'm talking about. But they are up here. So basically the chords, just so you can see, 46.3, 64.5-ish. And you get to the top of these structures over here, and yeah, stupid amount of electronics can be gathered from hitting these guys, hitting the tables, moving around, doing this, doing that. Smack this, Those little benches over there we're going to go ahead and smack. These guys are benches, yeah. Tables, benches, walls, you name it. We gather all of it out here. Yeah, we just keep smacking because this is thousands upon thousands upon thousands, and you can run this give or take at the respawn rates of every 30 to 45 minutes. These will respawn, so if you hit it up or someone hits it up, set a timer for like 30 minutes, come back, and you'll be able to gather it all again. Now, obviously that's a super useful strategy. Once gotchas are kind of like established and people have lines for gotchas, the need to go out is a little bit less. So you can kind of just capitalize on what I just did here for the first little bit. Or, you know, if you need a quick brush up of all of your resources, you can go ahead and gather those. Now, so those are some of the major locations that I'll tend to hit up. If you go ahead and head where I am heading right now, you'll notice that this is another great area to go. So on the right, if you're looking towards, I mean, I guess if you're coming from east to west, if you kind of go the direction that I'm heading, you will end up at the top of some of these tall towers. Now, at the top of some of these tall towers, there are some fantastic areas that you can hit, just like I was able to do back there. And it will give you access to those tables. Now, I'm just going to show you the resources that we've gathered so far for smalls, or for small rates, and then I'll kind of like fly around and show you some of the best electronics locations. So let's go ahead and hop off this guy. Let's go ahead and disable his harvest ability right here. Pause. And then you can see where it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of element dust, 2,000 electronics, 600 metal, 11, almost 11,000 crystal. Yeah, a lot of resources. So we can't complain. So those are some of the best areas that you can go. Now, a few other areas that you can hit up is this right here. Did they remove them all? They may have removed them. Oh man, they removed them all in the recent update. Okay, interesting. Well, game, I didn't want them anyways. But there should be another one right around this corner. Unless they removed it too. No, there it is. So this one has a whole bunch of tables on it. So see all these tables? All of these tables at the cores of 45, 32 have, I mean, all of these can be gathered in order to get you a good chunk of resources. So those are all tables. There's a couple of benches in there, and then you can kind of like put like a little location underneath to spawn in if you really want to. That can kind of protect you from losing all these, but this is a good chunk of element dust and stuff right there. Now you can drop down, and this entire ring right here, same cores that we were just at, is filled with these lampposts, and you can kind of do a circle. And then inside of this little guy right here, there's usually a few benches. I can't find them right now, but yeah, you can definitely just keep going in circles. But the benefit is there's so many lampposts and things nearby that you can kind of just hit up all of it. And if you're missing some of it, just go a different direction. I promise you'll run into something. And all of it gives you the element dust as well as a good chunk of the, wow, my brain just like farted out there, electronics that you're desperately looking for. So you can kind of hit up that entire thing, and the entire city is filled with it. Once you get to the green ob, there's not really much at all. There's a few light posts here and there. So just go in the middle city section and you'll find plenty. Typically, you're going to find the most on the pillars and things like that because it's easy to spot. So you can easily spot all the lamp posts and kind of just like run that pathway the entire way around. There's a few small areas. I think this one's got some benches and stuff. Does it still? It might not anymore. Looks like they may have gotten rid of all the benches and stuff that used to be on this one, but you still have some lamp posts up here that you can see, and you can capitalize on those for sure. There used to be, oh, there's some benches. There they are. You can see the benches over here, and all of those can be gathered for electronics. I don't know why benches can be gathered, but there's a significant chunk right over here that you can gather. So definitely use this one. And the points of this one, 58.1, 35.8. So you can gather a whole bunch over here. So definitely utilize the ability to gather all this. So yeah, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out gathering a ton of electronics and element dust. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. But if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach out.